Hello golfers, Bryan Pate here. I want to give you a good drill to help you with your trail elbow. What we see often is players that tend to want to pull that elbow back behind their shirt seam, trying to get the golf club in a reasonable spot. What happens is, as you start doing that, the arm starts going more into an internal position, which gets us into more of a pushing motion. From there, it's going to be easier to push or throw the club head over the top. So what we like to see is, in the backswing, this arm starting to fold up, almost like you're going to hold a tray at the top of the swing. Now a good little drill to do so is kind of a blocking drill. If I take my normal grip on there, I'm going to remove my lead hand and place it behind the trail elbow. Because how the trail elbow wants to work is it wants to fold up in front of us. This is going to be some of the motion in the backswing. There is going to be a little bit of this elbow going away from the midline, but we don't want it to go excessively away. So if I block that trail arm and went into the backswing, what you'll notice is there's me in that position of holding the tray at the top of the swing. Now as I start to unwind, it's going to get me in a position where I'm going to skip a rock, or if I was hitting a tennis racket, there's where the tennis racket's going to come from for that forehand. As we're doing this, what you'll notice is normal grip, lead hand comes off behind the trail forearm. If I didn't turn my body from down the line view, these hands aren't going to get too far back. So this is also another reference point of, well, if I'm not turning my body enough, now the arms want to pull back behind me. So as we're doing this drill, what would it feel like to let the chest turn some more? You might have to let the hips turn as well. Going back to a drill we talked about before, there's the alignment rod between my heels. What's it feel like to turn my torso so the shaft matches that alignment rod? That's going to give me the room for that trail arm in the backswing. So after we started learning how to get there, now can we just make some swings in the air and feel, what does this feel like on the downswing? I'm going to feel my trail arm getting stressed a little bit more into external as opposed to an internal position. So after we do this a few times, nice and smooth, and you get the feeling, go ahead and tee up a golf ball, put it half an inch or an inch above the ground. And you might miss this a few times, but the goal here is not trying to hit perfect shots. The goal is, what does this feel like at the top? And if I want to, I can go ahead and put that lead arm back on, make the motion. So we're starting to piece together this backswing, where we want it to be, what it feels like, and retraining the brain how to get there. So as we do it more and more and we feel more comfortable, we can make little shots. And there's an 8-iron that went maybe 100 yards, and normally up here in Tahoe, this club goes 165 to 70 yards. So I'm doing this at a slow speed where my body can walk through the new motion. I can feel the backswing position. I can feel the transition, kind of what's happening differently and how that correlates into that finish that we always talk about, trying to relocate on the lead side, hips across the middle line, and balanced in that position. So use this trail arm blocking drill if you're a person that wants to pull the club back too fast and not recruit their body to move the club up to the top all in one piece. That way our trail arm can get structured a little bit differently to help us in the downswing.